Hello, scholars. Today we are going to work on our meaning, words with the right meaning. So we know that that means vocabulary. Now the word looks a little different. The page looks a little different than the ones we're used to seeing, where we just have a bunch of sentences with blanks in them and all the words are at the top. Today they divided them into different sections for us, but it's the same thing. So you're going to fill in the blanks with these EIGH pattern words, and then when you're done with those, the middle, you're going to fill in the blanks with these EIGH pattern words, and then at the bottom, you're going to fill in blanks with these EIGH pattern words. So they just kind of broke them into 3 different sections for us. That was very nice of them, wasn't it? Makes it a little bit easier, because now we only have to pick from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words to go in these 8 sentences. So some of them will be used more than once, because there's 8 sentences, but only 5 words. The middle section, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 words, 4 blanks, so we're going to use them once. And the bottom has 1, 2, 3, 4 words and 4 blanks. So the only time you are going to use them more than once is in this first section. So let's read our pattern words and see what we're going to put in here. Weigh, weighs, weighed, weighing, or weight. Wait a minute. Those aren't all our pattern words. They've taken some of our pattern words and added different endings to them, because we've got weigh and weight is in our pattern word list. So they took weigh and added suffixes to it. And then they used weight. You can add that. You can add suffixes to one of our pattern words, and that's exactly what they did here. So let's see if we can fill them in. We'll do a couple together, okay? Which animal do you think blank the most? Which animal do you think weigh the most? No. Which animal do you think weighs the most? That sounds pretty good. Which animal do you think weighed the most? You could do that too, past tense. Which animal do you think weighing the most? No. Which animal do you think weight the most? Definitely not that one. So I'm going to go with the first one we found. Which animal do you think weighs the most? Because what do you think's going to happen, right? So we're going to put weighs here. So we're going to mark it. See it, say it, hear it, write it. You ready? W-E-I-G-H-S. Which animal do you think weighs the most? Excellent. All right. Let's do the second one together. One animal, something over 400 pounds. One lion weigh over, no, that doesn't make sense. One lion weighs over 400 pounds. That could go there, just like this could have been 2 of them. One lion weighed over 400 pounds. One lion weighing over 400 pounds, and one lion weight over 400 pounds. I'm going to use weighed here. Which animal do you think weighs the most? Like they asked you, and then they weighed them. One lion weighed over 400 pounds. So I'm going to use that one. So let's just write it in there. You ready? W-E-I-G-H-E-D. Weighed over 400 pounds. Now I could mark them off, but remember we've got 8 blanks and only 5 words, so some of them we're going to use twice. Now a couple of them could have been either ors, so we'll go with that when we look over them, see what they are. But continue to go on and fill them in. A giraffe blank around 3,000 pounds, a giraffe weigh around a giraffe weighs around 3,000 pounds. A giraffe weighed around 3,000 pounds. A giraffe weighing, I think it's weighs. I'm pretty sure it's weighs. A giraffe weighs around. So we're going to write weighs. W-E-I-G-H-S. Weighs. All right, you go on and fill the rest of them in. If you have, it could be either or. You could put both of them. Or you could write one of them here and write the other at the end and say, I think it could be either or. Well, figure out the best one that you're comfortable with and put it in there, okay? All right, let's take a look at the middle, where we're only going to use these 4 words. fill in the blanks with these EIGH pattern words. So 8, 18, 80, and 8th. My little brother is only blank years old. So your little brother, let's say you're 10 instead of 7 or 8. My little brother is only, that's right, 8 years old, because he'd be younger, and that's the youngest number up there. EIGHT is only 8 years old. My big sister is blank years old. So still think of a brother or sister. They're not an adult yet, not out on their own. And let's pretend you're 10. So your younger brother is 8. Your older sister must be 18. That's right. So you're going to put 18 there. All right. EIGHT is the same word. And then you're going to add EEN. 2 E's and an N. All right. And you're going to do the last two on your own. All right. I think I'm doing too much on this page. The last section, you're going to use these 4, and we have 4 blanks. So let's read the words. Freight, sleigh, neighbor, neighborhood. Now we might have to remember what freight is, and if you forgot, you can go back to the first page because it gave us an example and a definition. Freight means goods or products that are put on a plane, train, or ship to be taken somewhere. And then they gave us 2 examples. The family sent the furniture as freight, or the freight was loaded on the ship at night. So freight, something that you're shipping somewhere. Might had to remember that to help you with this. My next door neighbor, so we're going to put neighbor there. NEIGHBOR, had a quaint old something in his backyard. So I used this one. My next door neighbor had a quaint old freight. No, because freight is when you ship something, so that wouldn't work. He had a quaint old sleigh in his backyard. So sleigh, we don't see a lot of sleighs. It's something a little old-fashioned, different. I think it's sleigh, but let me try this one. My next door neighbor has a quaint old neighborhood in his backyard. No, he's not going to have a whole neighborhood in his backyard. So the whole neighborhood is the community where you live. So it's not going to be that one. I'm pretty sure it's sleigh. Has a quaint old sleigh in his backyard. And then you're going to continue and fill out the rest. There is a blank train that goes by my blank every day. All right. Remember, you can haul stuff by train. All right, guys, you can do it. You worked hard today. Continue to work hard. Think. If you need help, make sure you ask politely. All right? All right, guys, till next time, go out and do great works.